why would you say Catholicism is necessary to know Jesus and live out life as a Christ follower? Anything. Why is Catholicism the way
hmm
to Jesus?
Well, I would say Christ is the way, right? And so I want to be a little bit careful here, right? Because we're not saying become Catholic because the Catholic Church has done it right through all the years. We say be Catholic because this is the church that Jesus Christ left, right, when he assumed him, or not assumed, but when he ascended back to heaven, right? That it's apostolic and that it has been one holy Catholic and apostolic church, Catholic being universal, throughout the generations, right? Anybody who wants to look at the Catholic Church specifically and point to, like, let's say, abuse or fallenness throughout the years, I think is justified in doing so, right? And for plenty of people, that's enough of a reason, maybe their personal experience with a priest, right, who maybe wasn't super charitable in confession, or something about church teaching that didn't quite vibe with them and they weren't able to reconcile it, and the people in their life maybe didn't live that out quite the way. It's totally understandable, right? Also, the Orthodox Church, right, still has that apostolic line going down from the apostles, right? Like the Catholic Church would say that those sacraments are valid. To my Protestant brothers and sisters, the invitation to become Catholic again isn't saying that I want you to change your traditions that you've grown to, because at this point, the Protestants are not like a breakaway like they were 500 years ago, right? There's not as much common ground, and they've built their own traditions in the meantime. I mean, you can look at the Anglican rite in the Catholic Church. It's literally Anglicans who accept the teachings of the Catholic Church who are allowed to celebrate in the Anglican way of worship, right? But they're fully recognized by the Catholic Church, not the Anglican Church, but the Anglican rite of the Catholic Church. So they are in union with the universal church. There are so many different places I can go here and all that, but I would just say that you have the traditions of 2,000 years, right, of church fathers. You have the traditions of 2,000 years of growth and maturity and expansion in the theology and stuff to be able to pull from. Whereas obviously from the Protestant tradition, based on, I guess, where you are, I don't want to say you're picking and choosing, that wouldn't be charitable, but ultimately, right, like it almost feels like your history started 500 years ago, right? To be able to go back to like Polycarp, right, for example, right? A lot of
Yeah.
Protestants will go back to Augustine, but yet St. Thomas Aquinas has done so much in terms of the development of our theology that, you know, the Orthodox and Protestants don't accept wholesale, right? So I just see it as an invitation. And then first and most importantly, right, is the fact that, like, we believe in John 6, right? We believe that Jesus Christ made himself present, right, for us. And that is an incredible gift, right? Well, the only people in the world right now that are able to make that gift manifest, right, is the actual body and blood of Christ, not just a symbolic gesture, but the actual body and blood of Christ would be the Catholic Church and then the Orthodox churches, right? So it's more of me out of love for my Protestant brothers and sisters saying, I want you to receive these additional gifts, these treasures we have for you, as opposed to, I don't know, me nitpicking any kind of theology